Only 2 minutes left. Archangel Michael and the 5 angels stepped in for you. ***. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if your thumb paused right here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now. Take a breath and stay with me, because this is not urgency meant to scare you. This is timing meant to save you from missing what your soul has been trying to show you all day. Listen to this. When you hear, only 2 minutes left, it doesn't mean something disappears. It means awareness arrived at the last possible second before you slipped back into autopilot. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael stepped in because you were moments away from brushing past a feeling you couldn't quite explain, a subtle nudge that kept returning no matter how busy you stayed. Your heart needs this right now because subtle moments carry the biggest turning points. Listen to this. You weren't about to miss a miracle falling from the sky. You were about to miss a realization forming quietly inside you, and realizations change lives when we let them land. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you've been holding more than you admit, holding your tongue, holding your emotions, holding your breath through situations that once felt manageable but now feel heavy. Listen to this. The reason the 5 angels stepped in with Michael is because protection multiplies when you're at a crossroads, and you were standing at one without realizing it. Don't scroll. This isn't about fear, it's about direction. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening has been unfolding in a grounded way, not loud, not dramatic, but unmistakable. You've noticed your tolerance for chaos drop, your intuition speak faster than your thoughts, your body react when something feels off even if you can't logically explain it. Those weren't mood swings. Those were signs. Your heart needs this right now because signs grow louder when they're ignored, not to punish you, but to guide you. Don't scroll. Angel numbers didn't appear randomly around you, they arrived at precise moments when you questioned yourself. 11. 11 when you wondered if you were still on the right path. 2:22 when balance felt close but fragile. 4:44 when you were exhausted yet somehow supported. Listen to this, those numbers weren't asking you to rush or do more, they were reminding you that you were already held. Don't scroll. This message is for you because love and soulmate energy are woven into this moment too. Whether a soulmate is approaching your life, revealing their truth, or being gently removed, your heart is under divine protection. Real love does not confuse your nervous system. It does not keep you guessing. It does not require you to abandon yourself to be chosen. Listen to this. You once learned to confuse intensity with destiny, urgency with passion, longing with connection, and your heart needs this right now because recognition feels different. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like exhaling instead of holding your breath. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael and the 5 angels are not asking you to confront anyone today, to send a message, to make a bold announcement, or to force clarity. They are asking you to pause, because pausing interrupts patterns. Listen to this. You were about to repeat a familiar cycle that looked harmless on the surface but would have drained you again quietly, through small compromises and unspoken discomfort. Don't scroll. This message is for you because interruption is mercy when repetition would cause harm. Listen to this. The 5 angels who always care are closer than you think in this moment. Michael guarding your boundaries so you stop explaining your no, Gabriel clarifying your intuition so confusion dissolves faster, Raphael's soothing emotional fatigue you normalized for too long, Uriel lighting your path so you don't have to guess, and Chamuel holding your heart gently where love once felt uncertain. Your heart needs this right now because support without conditions can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Don't scroll. You may feel your body responding as you read, a softening in your chest, slower breathing, a quiet sense of relief. That's not imagination, that's your nervous system recognizing safety. Listen to this. Safety is the foundation of every aligned decision you're about to make. Don't scroll. There will be a moment after this where your mind tries to minimize what you felt, telling you it was just a video, just words, just coincidence. Let that pass gently. Your body recognized truth before your thoughts caught up. Listen to this. Watch how the rest of your day unfolds differently, clearer thoughts, lighter energy, fewer urges to fix or explain, more confidence in your first instinct. These are confirmations that you listened just in time. Don't scroll. This is not the end of the message, it's the opening of protection moving with you. Stay present for a few more breaths. Let the urgency soften into calm. Your heart needs this right now because when awareness arrives at the last second and you choose to listen, the universe rearranges what comes next quietly, gently, and exactly on time. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you stayed for part 2, this message is unfolding for you on purpose, and your heart needs this right now. This is where Archangel Michael and the 5 angels wanted the urgency to transform into understanding, because awareness is only powerful when it turns into clarity you can live with. Listen to this. When you heard, "only 2 minutes left," it wasn't a countdown meant to scare you, it was a divine pause button pressed before you slipped back into doing what you always do, minimizing your feelings, postponing your truth, choosing what's familiar over what's aligned. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you were standing at a quiet crossroads, and crossroads rarely announce themselves loudly. They show up as a subtle discomfort, a hesitation you can't explain, a sense that something doesn't fit the way it used to. Your heart needs this right now because those moments are where futures shift. Listen to this. Archangel Michael stepped in because repetition was about to masquerade as patience again. You were moments away from telling yourself, "It's fine," when it wasn't. From staying silent to keep peace when silence was costing you peace. From giving understanding one more time when understanding had already become self-erasure. Don't scroll. This message is for you because compassion without boundaries slowly drains the soul. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening has moved beyond curiosity and into embodiment. You're not just noticing signs anymore. You're reacting differently to them. Your body responds faster. Your energy shifts quicker. You feel it when something is off even before your mind forms words. That's not anxiety, that's discernment. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because discernment is the language of your next chapter. Listen to this. Angel numbers didn't follow you to confuse you or rush you, they followed you to reassure you. 11. 11 appeared when you questioned your direction, reminding you that alignment doesn't require certainty. 222 appeared when balance felt fragile, showing you harmony doesn't come from sacrifice alone. 444 appeared when you were exhausted but protected, reminding you that you don't have to hold everything together by yourself. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you're learning to trust support instead of bracing for disappointment. Listen to this. This part of the message moves deeper into love and soulmate energy, because love has been one of the areas where you learned to override your intuition. You told yourself to wait, to be patient, to not expect too much, to accept confusion as part of connection. Your heart needs this right now because divine love does not destabilize your nervous system. It does not leave you guessing. It does not require you to shrink to stay connected. Don't scroll. Whether a soulmate is approaching your life, revealing their truth, or gently exiting, the 5 angels stepped in to protect your capacity to love without losing yourself. Listen to this. Recognition feels different than longing. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition doesn't create anxiety in your chest. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you once confused intensity with destiny, and this season is teaching you the difference. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is not asking you to confront, announce, or act impulsively. The urgency was never about action, it was about interruption. Interrupting the habit of saying yes when your body says no. Interrupting the reflex to explain yourself into exhaustion. Interrupting the belief that peace must be earned through effort. Your heart needs this right now because interruption is mercy when repetition would cause harm. Don't scroll. The 5 angels who always care are surrounding you in a steady way now, Michael strengthening your boundaries so you stop apologizing for protecting your peace, Gabriel clarifying your inner voice so confusion dissolves quickly, Raphael soothing emotional fatigue you normalized for too long, Uriel illuminating the consequences of choices without fear so wisdom guides you calmly, and Chamuel restoring your relationship with love so it feels safe instead of suspenseful. Listen to this. You are not alone in this recalibration. Don't scroll. You may notice as you read this that the urgency you felt earlier is softening into steadiness. That's not the message fading, that's the message integrating. Alignment often arrives as relief before it arrives as change. Your heart needs this right now because relief is how the body says, yes, this is true. Don't scroll. After this moment, watch for subtle shifts. You'll hesitate less before saying no, you won't feel compelled to fix what isn't yours, you'll trust your first feeling more. These are signs of self-trust returning. Listen to this. Self-trust is what keeps blessings from slipping through your hands. Don't scroll. There may still be a voice that tries to question this moment, telling you you're overthinking, being dramatic, or reading too much into it. Let that voice pass. Doubt speaks loudly, truth speaks calmly. Your body already recognized the difference. Listen to this. You don't need to convince anyone of what you're choosing next. The universe responds to quiet decisions made with integrity. Don't scroll. This part exists because most people feel the nudge and move on, but you stayed, and staying changes timelines. Protection doesn't always look like rescue, sometimes it looks like awareness that changes your next step before you take it. Take a slow breath here. Let the steadiness anchor. Your heart needs this right now because what unfolds next depends not on speed, but on how deeply you listened in this moment. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you're still here for part 3, this message is unmistakably for you, and your heart needs this right now. This is where Archangel Michael and the 5 angels wanted you to arrive once the urgency softened into clarity, because now the truth can settle without resistance and become something you actually live, not just feel for a moment. Listen to this. What almost slipped past you wasn't an external miracle or a dramatic sign, it was the quiet return of self-trust, and self-trust is the doorway every blessing walks through. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you've spent a long time second-guessing what your body already knew, explaining away your intuition, and calling exhaustion normal. Listen to this. The angel stepped in because you were moments away from making another choice out of habit instead of alignment, another decision that looked reasonable on the surface but would have continued draining you underneath. Your heart needs this right now because repeating what's familiar can feel safer than choosing what's true, until truth finally asks to be honored. Don't scroll. This is the phase of awakening where discernment replaces doubt. You've noticed it in small ways. You pause before responding now, you feel conversations land differently in your body, you sense when something is off even before words form. That's not confusion, that's awareness refining itself. Listen to this. Awareness is gentle at first, but when ignored, it grows louder, not to punish you, but to protect you. Don't scroll. Angel numbers didn't show up to pressure you into action, they showed up to reassure you while you learned to trust yourself again. 1111 arrived when you wondered if you were aligned or just coping. 222 appeared when balance felt possible but fragile. 444 came through when you were tired yet somehow still standing. These weren't commands. They were confirmations saying, "You're not alone. Keep listening." Your heart needs this right now because reassurance doesn't disappear when you become stronger, it becomes subtler. Don't scroll. This part of the message moves deeper into love and soulmate energy, because love has been one of the places where you learned to override your intuition to keep connection. You stayed longer than felt right. You explained more than necessary. You tolerated uncertainty because clarity felt risky. Listen to this. Divine love does not require you to abandon yourself to be chosen. It does not create anxiety in your chest or confusion in your mind. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like being met where you are instead of pulled backward into who you used to be. Don't scroll. Whether a soulmate is approaching, revealing their truth, or gently exiting your life, this moment is about protecting your capacity to love without losing yourself. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is not asking you to confront anyone, to send a message, or to make a dramatic move. The urgency was about interruption, interrupting the reflex to minimize your needs, interrupting the habit of staying silent to keep peace, interrupting the belief that you must endure discomfort to be worthy of love. Your heart needs this right now because interruption is mercy when repetition would cause harm. Don't scroll. The 5 angels who always care are present in a steady, grounded way now, Michael strengthening your inner authority so you stop apologizing for protecting your peace, Gabriel clarifying your intuition so confusion dissolves quickly, Raphael soothing emotional fatigue you normalized for too long, Uriel illuminating consequences calmly so wisdom guides you without fear, and Chamuel restoring your relationship with love so it feels safe instead of suspenseful. Listen to this. Support that doesn't demand performance can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Don't scroll. You may notice the urgency you felt at the beginning of this message has softened into steadiness. That's not the message fading, that's the message integrating. Alignment often arrives as relief before it arrives as visible change. Your heart needs this right now because relief is how the body says, yes, this is true. Don't scroll. After this moment, watch for subtle shifts. Fewer internal debates, clearer yes and no's, less emotional labor, more confidence in your first instinct. These are signs that self-trust is returning. Listen to this. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here for part 4, this message is unfolding exactly as it was meant to, and your heart needs this right now. This is where Archangel Michael and the 5 angels wanted the message to mature into something you can carry with you beyond this moment, because now the urgency has done its work and clarity is ready to anchor. Listen to this. You didn't pause your day by accident. You paused because something inside you recognized safety, and safety is where truth finally lands. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you have been living with a quiet inner knowing that your life is shifting, even if nothing dramatic has happened on the outside yet. Shifts don't always announce themselves, sometimes they feel like a growing refusal to keep betraying yourself in small ways. Listen to this. Archangel Michael says the reason the angels stepped in together is because you were about to make a choice from habit instead of alignment, and habits don't question themselves, awareness does. Your heart needs this right now because awareness arrived before you defaulted, and that changes the direction of everything that follows. Don't scroll. You've noticed it lately. The pause before you respond, the hesitation before you agree, the awareness of your body tightening when something isn't right. That's not indecision, that's discernment learning to lead. Listen to this. Your spiritual awakening has reached a grounded phase where you no longer need fireworks to confirm truth, you feel it as steadiness. Angel numbers still appear, but they land softly now. 1111 shows up when you trust yourself without proof. 22 appears when balance holds without negotiation. 444 arrives when you rest and realize nothing collapses when you stop carrying everything alone. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you're learning that protection doesn't require vigilance, it requires presence. Listen to this. The angels are asking you to notice how peace behaves in your life, where it stays, where it leaves, what choices invite it back. Peace is not passive, it's informative. Your heart needs this right now because peace has been trying to guide you quietly for a long time. Don't scroll. This part of the message moves deeper into love and soulmate energy, because love has been one of the places where you learned to negotiate with your intuition. You told yourself to wait, to be understanding, to not expect clarity too soon, and in doing so you learned to normalize confusion. Listen to this. Divine love does not normalize confusion. It doesn't make you anxious, it doesn't keep you guessing, and it doesn't ask you to abandon yourself to feel chosen. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like being met, not managed. Don't scroll. Whether a soulmate is approaching, revealing their truth, or gently exiting your life, the angels stepped in to protect your capacity to love without losing yourself. Listen to this. Protection sometimes looks like slowing you down so you don't attach to what isn't meant to stay. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael is not asking you to confront, fix, or explain anything right now. The urgency was about interruption, not reaction. Interrupting the reflex to say yes when your body says no. Interrupting the habit of over-explaining to be understood. Interrupting the belief that peace must be earned through effort. Your heart needs this right now because interruption is mercy when repetition would cause harm. Listen to this. The 5 angels who always care are present in a grounded way now. Michael fortifying your boundaries so you stop apologizing for protecting your peace, Gabriel clarifying your inner voice so confusion dissolves quickly, Raphael easing the emotional fatigue you normalized for too long, Uriel illuminating consequences calmly so wisdom guides your choices, and Chamuel restoring your relationship with love so it feels safe instead of suspenseful. Don't scroll. This message is for you because support that doesn't demand performance can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Listen to this. You may feel the energy shift as you read, not excitement, not anxiety, but steadiness. That steadiness is alignment integrating. Alignment doesn't shout, it stabilizes. Your heart needs this right now because stability is what allows blessings to arrive and stay. Don't scroll. After this moment, notice how your decisions feel simpler. Fewer internal debates, clearer yes and no's, less emotional labor. That's not loss, that's clarity reclaiming space. Listen to this. You are not behind. You are becoming ready. Readiness looks like trusting your first instinct, honoring your body's responses, and choosing peace without guilt. Don't scroll. There may still be moments when old patterns tug at you, the urge to fix, to stay longer than feels right, to doubt what feels calm. When that happens, pause and remember how your body feels right now. Calm is not complacency. Calm is confidence without armor. Your heart needs this right now because calm is how you'll recognize what's aligned next. Don't scroll. This part exists because staying with awareness long enough to integrate it changes timelines. The angels didn't rush you, they returned you to yourself. Take a slow breath here. Let the steadiness settle. What comes next will feel less forced, less heavy, and more like recognition, and that's how you'll know you listened in time. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here for part 5, this message is reaching the deepest layer it was meant to touch, and your heart needs this right now. This is where Archangel Michael and the 5 angels wanted everything you felt so far to turn into something steady, embodied, and unshakable, because the purpose of divine interruption is never chaos, it is grounding. Listen to this. You didn't stay because you were curious, you stayed because something inside you recognized truth before your mind could analyze it. That recognition matters. It's the same recognition that has been showing up in your life recently. The moment you pause before answering, the moment your body tightens before you say yes, the moment you feel relief imagining a different choice. Don't scroll. This message is for you because those pauses are sacred. They are where old timelines dissolve and new ones begin. Listen to this. Archangel Michael says the angels stepped in together because you were approaching a threshold, not a dramatic one, but a subtle one. Where you either continued managing everyone else's comfort or finally honored your own alignment. Your heart needs this right now because you've spent a lifetime being the steady one, the understanding one, the one who holds space, and very few people ever asked who was holding space for you. Don't scroll. This message is for you because heaven noticed before you collapsed under the weight of being everything to everyone. Listen to this. What's happening now is not you becoming distant or detached. It's you becoming rooted. Rooted people don't rush. They don't chase clarity. They don't panic when things slow down. Rooted people trust what's unfolding even when it's quiet. Don't scroll. Your spiritual awakening has matured beyond searching for validation through signs. Now signs confirm what your body already knows. Angel numbers still appear, but they no longer feel urgent. 1111 feels like a gentle nod of alignment. 22 feels like balance holding without negotiation. 444 feels like protection that doesn't require effort. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to trust stability after surviving chaos. Listen to this. The 5 angels who always care are not surrounding you to rush you forward, they are anchoring you so you don't slip backward. Michael strengthens your boundaries so you no longer explain yourself into exhaustion. Gabriel clarifies your intuition so you don't confuse fear with truth. Raphael continues healing the emotional where you normalized, reminding you that healing can be soft. Uriel illuminates consequences without overwhelm so wisdom replaces worry. Chamuel restores your relationship with love so it feels safe enough to stay. Don't scroll. This message is for you because being supported without conditions can feel unfamiliar, and unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Listen to this. This part of the message moves into love and soulmate energy in the most honest way. You are no longer meant to perform for love, wait in confusion for love, or sacrifice peace to keep love. Whether a soulmate is approaching your life, revealing their truth, or gently leaving, the angels stepped in so you wouldn't mistake attachment for alignment again. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because recognition feels different than longing. Recognition doesn't spike your anxiety. Recognition doesn't keep you guessing. Recognition feels calm, mutual, and steady, like being met exactly where you stand. Listen to this. You once believed love had to be intense to be real. This season is teaching you that real love feels safe enough to breathe inside. Don't scroll. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that choosing peace does not mean choosing less, it means choosing what lasts. Chaos creates chemistry. Stability creates futures. Your heart needs this right now because you are no longer meant to survive relationships, you are meant to thrive within them. Listen to this. You may notice your desires refining rather than shrinking. You want clarity more than excitement. Consistency more than intensity. Truth more than potential. That's not settling, that's wisdom earned. Don't scroll. This message is for you because your standards are now shaped by self-respect instead of fear of loss. Listen to this. There may still be moments when old instincts try to pull you back, the urge to over-explain, to smooth things over, to stay a little longer than feels right. When that happens, pause and remember how your body feels right now. Calm is not boredom. Calm is safety. Calm is power without armor. Your heart needs this right now because safety is the soil where destiny grows roots instead of burning out. Don't scroll. After this moment, watch how life responds subtly. Fewer internal debates, clearer boundaries, opportunities that don't require compromise, conversations that feel honest without effort. These are confirmations that integration is happening. Listen to this. You didn't miss anything meant for you. You were protected from what wasn't. And protection doesn't always feel dramatic, sometimes it feels like relief. Don't scroll. This part exists because most people feel awareness and rush back into noise, but you stayed long enough to integrate it. And integration changes timelines quietly but permanently. Take a slow breath here. Let the steadiness settle into your body. Your heart needs this right now because what comes next will feel less forced, less heavy, and more like recognition, and that's how you'll know the angels stepped in at exactly the right moment. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you stayed all the way to this final ending, this message is undeniably for you, and your heart needs this right now. This is the moment Archangel Michael and the 5 angels wanted you to reach, the moment where urgency becomes reassurance and awareness becomes calm certainty, because the purpose of divine interruption is never fear, it's protection that feels like coming home to yourself. Listen to this. You didn't stay by accident, something in you recognized truth before your mind could question it, and that recognition matters more than you know. You were not about to miss a miracle falling from the sky. You were about to miss a quiet turning point where you choose yourself without guilt, and choosing yourself is the miracle that changes everything after. Don't scroll. This message is for you because staying until the end means you were ready to receive it fully, not rushed, not distracted, not half open, present enough for it to anchor. Listen to this. Archangel Michael is no longer sounding alarms, he is standing beside you now, steady and protective, because the interruption worked. You paused. You breathed. You listened. And listening changed the timeline gently but permanently. Your heart needs this right now because you've lived long enough in survival mode, managing emotions, anticipating reactions, carrying weight that was never meant to be yours, and survival taught you how to endure, but it also taught you how to ignore your own signals. That chapter is closing. Don't scroll. Alignment does not demand sacrifice of your peace, it rewards honesty with relief. Listen to this. Feel how calm is settling in your body right now. That calm is not boredom and it's not the message fading, it's your nervous system recognizing safety. Safety is what allows blessings to stay instead of pass through. Don't scroll. This message is for you because your spiritual awakening has matured beyond searching for signs, now signs confirm what you already know. Angel numbers may still appear, but they land softly now. 1111 feels like alignment already in motion. 22 feels like balance holding without negotiation. 444 feels like protection that doesn't require vigilance. These are acknowledgments, not instructions, because you are learning to trust yourself. Listen to this. Trust is the bridge between guidance and peace. Don't scroll. This final ending reaches into love and soulmate energy in the most important way. Whether a soulmate is approaching your life, revealing truth, or gently exiting, the message is the same. Love aligned with your future does not confuse your nervous system, drain your energy, or require you to perform to be chosen. Recognition has replaced longing. Recognition feels calm. Recognition feels mutual. Recognition feels like being met where you stand. Your heart needs this right now because you once believed love had to be intense to matter, and now you know love that stays feels safe enough to breathe inside. Don't scroll. The 5 angels who always care are not leaving you after this. They are integrated into how you move forward. Michael strengthens your boundaries so you protect your peace without apology. Gabriel clarifies your inner voice so confusion dissolves quickly. Raphael continues healing emotional fatigue you normalized for too long, reminding you that healing can be gentle. Uriel lights your path without pressure so wisdom guides your steps. Chamuel restores your relationship with love so it feels kind, steady, and real. Listen to this. Being supported without conditions can feel unfamiliar, but unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Don't scroll. After this moment, you may notice life growing quieter in the best way, fewer internal debates, clearer decisions, less emotional labor. That quiet is not emptiness, it's space. Space for aligned opportunities. Space for peace to become your default. Space for love that doesn't compete with your well-being. Your heart needs this right now because you are not losing intensity, you are gaining stability, and stability is what allows destiny to arrive and stay. Don't scroll. There may still be moments when old habits try to pull you back, the urge to fix, to over-explain, to stay longer than feels right, to doubt what feels calm. When that happens, pause and remember how your body feels right now. Calm is not complacency. Calm is confidence without armor. Listen to this. Peace is the clearest confirmation you're on the right path. Don't scroll. This ending is crafted for those who watch until the very last word, because staying means you were ready to receive this fully. One day, you will look back at this exact moment, the moment you didn't scroll, the moment you stayed, and realize this was the shift. Not because something dramatic happened on the outside, but because something inside you finally settled. Listen to this. You are protected. You are guided. You are allowed to choose yourself without guilt. And because you stayed to the end, alignment moves with you now, quietly, gently, and exactly on time.